Rest for the boys over in Italy as Inter Milan remain top of the pops. We got another match day coming at you, and my predictions are coming up next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video. This time we're headed into match day number 6 out in the Italian Serie A, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button to get you bang up to date with all things Black and Rose related, Serie A related, whoa, football, we're going to all here. Under one roofski, boys and girls. Yes, it is a double match day, and we're going to get to the fixtures for match day number 6 in just 1 second. Before then, we're going to take a look back at match day number 5 and see how many of the predictions I got right, and of course, how you guys got on over at home. So let's get going and take a look at those games for you. On the right-hand side, you will see, well, first and foremost, you'll see the grading criteria. If you get 0 to 3 predictions right, you will get the big red face club, which will pop up in a minute. 4 to 6 straight face gang. 7+ you're in the thumbs up club, boys and girls. Tell you what, it's not looking good for me. Not over in Italy. It's been absolutely horrific. But maybe, just maybe, we're just about to turn a corner, a massive corner. But here are those games. So on the right hand side it is the result, and on the left hand side, and I'll do a quick reveal of my predictions from last weekend, and then we'll take a look at your boys' predictions. So AS Verona and Udinese duked it out to a 0-0 draw. I actually call this as a 2-1 win for Verona. Got that one wrong. Brescia took on Juventus, and Juve continued their winning ways to put the pressure on into the top of the table. 2-1 win away from them. I actually went and given them an extra goal, 3-1 final score, so not too shabby indeed. Atalanta upset the odds a little bit, beating Roma at their place, 2-0. Job done. I actually went 2-0 the other way, so yeah, not too great. Meanwhile, Fiorentina beat Sampdoria at the bottom of the table. This win puts them up to 16th in the table. Big win for Fiorentina. Actually saw it as a 1-1 draw, so just one goal outside of that prediction, but ultimately not great. Genoa took on Bologna, and they battled out to a ball draw, Snorefest 0-0. I actually called a 2-0 victory for Genoa. So again, as you can see, my predictions are going absolutely dog shit right now. Maybe I should have the emoji as a poop, a big old pile of shit, because that's what these ones look like right now. What else we got? Inter Milan, obviously 100% so far before kickoff, 4 out of 4. They made it 5 out of 5 with a 1-0 win over Lazio. I actually went with a 3-1 win, so get myself a bit of kudos hanging on in there. Napoli did lose at home, surprisingly, to Cagliari. Big result for Cagliari. Pushes them into 4th in the table. That's Champions League territory. 1-0 win for them. Actually went 2-0 in favour of Napoli. Champions League boys and all that. Parma took on Sassuolo, and they won 1-0 over at their own place. I actually called this as a 1-0 victory as well, so I got this bang on the Schnorskis, boys and girls, bang on the Schnorskis. SPAL lost at home to Lecce, 3-1 final score. I actually went 2-1 in favour of the home team, so I got that one wrong as well. And the last game of the midweek matches, it was Torino up against AC Milan, 2-1 final score for Torino. I actually went in favour of AC Milan with the victory. So, as you can see, not great. I think I only got the 3 results right, so that means I am in the newly introduced shit stain club, aka the Red Face Gang. So maybe we can introduce a fourth and maybe even a 5th tier of prizes. If you get absolutely dog shit like 0, you're going to get a little poo emoji. If you get all of them, you're going to get the super sonic gold emoji or something like that. But anyway, that's how terrible I did. Majority of you guys also did pretty shit as well, but a couple of you guys did pretty good. Jaden Agenga, you're in the shitface gang with me. Nathan Heaver on the flip side, he did alright for himself. Yannick Bustler also did alright for himself as well. AD Moha in the shitface gang with me. Omaji Monday, not too shabby. DNZ Canale also in the shitface gang as well. Alongi Alababa, he did pretty shit as well. We are QPR also in the poop face gang, and Keaton Zamerli also in the poop face gang. That's right, we did shit. 3 of us. 3 of the boys did okay though. So let's move on to take a look at the table as it stands, heading into match day number 6. Inter Milan lead the way, 2 points clear of Juve. Atalanta on the flip side are in 3rd spot, and Napoli are in 4th, despite losing to Cagliari, who are hot on their heels in 5th spot. Down the bottom, Sampdoria still looking for to get out of that drop zone. SPAL and Udinese occupy the bottom 3 as it stands. But what will that look like? What will the table look like after match day number 6? Well, let's have a wee gander, shall we? Please be sure to get your predictions in the old comment section down below to tell me what you think will happen in matchday number 6, so we can feature them next time around. Basically, at the end of this, we'll have a good indication of who will be top of the table heading into the month of October. So here we go. Juventus taking on SPAL this weekend. Juventus are in 2nd spot. SPAL are in 19th spot. Already, you would think stone cold home win here, but I'm going to give you a quick summary of the recent fixtures between these two sides. The last 4 encounters, 2 victories for Juventus, 1 win for SPAL, and 1 draw over the way. In fact, last time that these two sides did play, SPAL picked up the victory. I think Juve had already become champions of Italy, but and they might have played a weekend side. They didn't really care. The bookmakers see this as a home victory as well. 100 to 24. Those odds could change. We'll have to see. 92 for the draw. 14 to 1 for the away win. For me, I'm actually going to go with a clean sheet and 3 goals for it. Juventus to take all 3 points. Next up, we have Sampdoria up against Inter Milan. It's top versus bottom coming at you. The recent 6 fixtures between these two sides. 2 victories for Sampdoria, 4 victories for Inter Milan. No draws in the recent 6 games. However, the last 6 over in Sampdoria are 3 victories for Inter Milan and 2 victories for Sampdoria with 1 draw. In fact, you have to go all the way back to 2016 for Sampdoria to last take a taste of victory against Inter Milan on their own turf. The bookmakers see this as a I think, yep, stone cold away win. 20 to 13 on. That's the odds for Inter Milan to take over the victory. 17 to 4 for the home victory for Sampdoria. 40 to 5 the draw. What you guys got? Get them in the predictions comment section down below. I'm actually sticking with the leaders to make this a very interesting title race, because Inter Milan are in the mix. Napoli could also still be considered in with a shout to become champions of Italy. Next up, we have Sassuolo up against Atalanta. Now, these 3 games are all taking place on Saturday, 28th of September. The bookmakers see this one in favour, 12 to 5 in favour of Sassuolo, 20 to 19 on for Atalanta away from home. So Atalanta hotly tipped to win on the road. 29 to 10 the draw. The recent record between these two sides goes heavily in favour of Atalanta. Sassuolo have not picked up a victory over the past 6 encounters. There's been 1 draw. That draw was all the way back in 2017. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 victories on the spin for Atalanta when they've taken on Sassuolo in all grounds and all competitions. Now, the last 6 encounters over in Sassuolo's ground is not better reading. Sassuolo have picked up a victory. That was all the way back in 2013. It was a 2-0 victory. But we got to go 5 games it's 6 games or 5 games without a win for Sassuolo, 5 games unbeaten for Atalanta. So realistically, you're going to stick with Atalanta here to take that mentality into this weekend's action and take home all 3 points with 2 goals to boot. Moving on to Sunday's games, it's the 29th of September. Napoli need to get back to winning ways and fast, taking on Brescia. Recent record between these two sides of the last 6 encounters going all the way back to the year 2000, boys and girls. No victories for Brescia the last 6 encounters. 3 victories for Napoli, 3 draws along the way. The last time that the last encounter between these two sides was in Napoli and ended up as a bore draw. However, the last 6 encounters where these two sides, or the last 4 encounters between these two sides over in Napoli, have all 2 victories for Napoli, 2 draws as well. So Brescia come into this with no pressure. You know, they're not expected to get anything, but they might. 4 to 1 on for Napoli for the victory, 10 to 1 for the long shots. That is Brescia, and 24 to 5. That is the odds there. 3-1 for me. Napoli should take it, and that could give them a big old boost. And potentially push them into 3rd spot on the table. There's no way for them to get to 2nd or above. Brescia on the flip side, they come into in 13th spot. A win for them could potentially see them go as high as 4th, but they'll need a lot of luck going that way. Next up, we have Lazio up against Genoa. The recent record between these two sides is pretty even, mostly in favour of Lazio with 3 wins out of the past 6. Genoa's got picked up 2 victories as well, and 1 draw along the way. The last time that these two sides played over in Lazio was a 4-1 win for Lazio. The bookmakers see this 9 to 4 on for Lazio, heavily favourites to win at home. 11 to 2 for Genoa away from home. 18 to 5 the draw. What have I got? I've gone for the 1-0 win for Lazio, and that potentially has them going into the top 3 as well. They could go as high as 3rd spot. A victory for Genoa this weekend could see them rise from 15th as high as 7th. but they'll need a lot of luck with other fixtures. Next up, we have Lecce up against Roma. They haven't played. Oh yeah, they've played a fair few times over the years. The recent record is 1 victory for Lecce, 5 victories for Roma. But the last time these two sides played over in Lecce was back in 2012. Lecce picked up the victory in a 6-goal thriller, 4-2. In fact, the record over in Lecce, there was over this going all the way back to 2004. 3 victories for Roma, 1 victory for Lecce, and 2 draws. So basically, Lecce beat them last time out. They played each other, but before that, it goes all the way back to 2004 for a victory for Lecce. So it's been a long time coming. And you do fancy Roma on this one. Did I give you the odds? I don't think I did. The odds are 10-3 for Lecce, 4-3 on for Roma. So red hot favourites to take it. And the draw is 29-10. For me, I'm actually siding with that book, that statement there. Roma will take the victory despite Lecce beating them last time out, all the way back in 2012. Meanwhile, Udinese taking on Bologna this week, and Udinese in 18th spot. Bologna doing okay so far in 8th for the table. 1 defeat out of the past 5 games for them, whereas Udinese haven't won since opening day. The bookmakers see this one going 9-5 in favour of Udinese, 6-4 for Bologna. Very tight margins there. 23-10 the draw. The record between these two sides over the previous 6 encounters: 4 victories for Udinese, 2 victories for Bologna. The last time these two sides duked it out in Udinese was a 2-1 win for the home team. In fact, the last 6 encounters over in Udinese, 3 victories for Udinese, just the 1 win for Bologna. That victory comes all the way back in 2016. It was a 1-0 win over in Serie A. I'm actually sticking with the home side on this one. 2-1 final score, and that potentially could send Udinese as high as the 9th in the table. Cagliari did bits so far. It's 4th in the table, got a lot of support behind them. 3 wins on the spin for them at the moment, taking on Hellas Verona. The record between these two sides recently. 2 wins for Cagliari, 4 wins for Verona over the years. It's going all the way back to 2013. The record between these two sides over at Cagliari. 3 victories for the home team, 2 for the away, 1 draw along the way. Last time that Verona won at Cagliari was in 2015. So it's been 4 years, but they've been in different divisions. So, yeah, that's probably why that has taken so long. The bookmakers see this as my Verona. Cannot see it. Cannot see it. Cagliari, the home side. That's why 21-20 the home team, 27-10 for Verona, 23-10 the victory. So the draw right down the middle for me. Got to go with Cagliari. Surely 2-0 final score, and that potentially, believe it or not, could send Cagliari as high as 3rd, just the 1 spot. They can't really make too much traction above them. A victory for Verona, though, could see them jump from 17th all the way to 7th, depending on goal difference and all that kind of jazz. AC Milan taking on Fiorentina this weekend. Fiorentina need to get back to... well, they both need victories, big time. AC Milan coming to this in 11th spot in the table. 2 defeats on the spin. Whereas Fiorentina, though, 3 games without a defeat. So you would say Fiorentina are the form side at the moment. The last 6 encounters between these two sides. 3 victories for AC Milan, 1 victory for Fiorentina. 2 draws along the way. Now, the recent record over in AC Milan, last time these two sides duked it out on their turf, that was a 1-0 win for Fiorentina, so it's looking good. But before that was 3 wins on the spin for AC Milan. For me, I'm sticking with the home team. I think 3-1 victory, final score, and then hopefully for their sake, AC Milan could jump to as high as 4th to get back into that European reckoning early doors. And wrapping up the weekend on the 30th, that's Monday Night Football. It's Parma against Torino. Now, they've only played each other twice over the recent years. A victory for Parma was all the way back in 2018 when Torino last hosted them, but the last time these two sides duked it out was earlier this year, basically last season, and it was a 0-0 draw. The bookmakers see this 21-10 the home victory, 30-10 for Torino. So Torino are favourites to beat Parma on their own turf. 23-10 the draw. Torino come into this match in 6th in the table, potentially a win as high as 3rd. Meanwhile, Parma come into this. They're a mid-table team at the moment. They are sitting in 10th spot with 6 points on the board. A win for them could go as high as 4th. For me, I'm actually going to go with a 0-0 draw. I can't really separate the two sides on this one. Torino are due doing well position-wise, but away from home, I think it will be a bit of a task. But that is what I have to think about this match day number 6. Make sure you get your predictions in the comment section down below. There's a bit more of a turnaround on this. No, there isn't. No, there isn't. You've got to be thick and fast because the games do start, I think, Saturday. This video will be live, preferably Friday, because the results have just come in. So make sure you get them in nice and early. And if, let's just say I was a lucky bugger and my predictions came true, this is what the table would look like come Monday night. Inter Milan will be top of the pops with 6 wins out of 6. Juve will be hot on the heels with 16 points. Atalanta and Napoli will be in the Champions League spots as it stands. Cagliari and Roma make up the Europa League spots. Down the bottom, it'll be Sampdoria, SPAL and Hellas Verona going back to Serie B. But that's just my predictions. Make sure you get yours in nice and early so we can feature them maybe next Tuesday or something like that before we head into another international break, because they're coming thick and fast as well. Just to let you know about the live shows, they've been so good so far. I've been enjoying these. It's just I cannot stick to time zones at the minute because it's very different. But I'll be going live next on Sunday, probably around about the same time I've been doing the live shows. I did say originally they were going to be later, but it's going to be around about the same time. So around about 5 p.m. GMT, 6 p.m. Central European Time, 12 o'clock p.m. if you're over here in the East Coast of the US of A. So Sunday for the first of 2 championship predictions show next week. The next one would be probably on Thursday, I think, because there's no Champions League predictions next week. And also Premier League predictions, they will be back on Tuesday, same time, I think, maybe a tad earlier, but I'm guessing around about the same time. So make sure you stick around for those. And while you're at it, might as well come on over on Saturday. Join me on Twitch, boys and girls. In the description, there is a link to my Twitch channel. Click on it and make sure you smash the follow, because then you can watch me watching Rovers this Saturday, pulling the air out as we try to get it 3 wins on the spin. Every time I've done this, Rovers have picked up a victory, so we're trying to make it 4 out of 4 for those. We've only done it twice this season. We did one last season, but every time we've done a watch along, Rovers have picked up the victory. So come on, boys, let's try and make it 4 out of 4. But that is it, folks. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that thumbs up, and if you are new, make sure you smash that subscribe button, because we've got loads of football here, boys and girls, whether it's Champions League, Europa League, La Liga, Premier League, Championship, Rovers, FIFA. We got it all, baby. And I'll even throw that in there, a bit of a tease for my FIFA career mode. It's already live. It is with Sunderland. It's been a rough start. We're into episode, what is it, 4 or 5. It's a bit ropey right now, boys. We need to string a few results together. We could do with your support. Make sure you hop on over. But anyway, until then, I'm going to let you get out of here. But make sure you get your comments in there with your predictions, and I'll see you all very soon. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.